Hi, friends, and welcome. I am your hot mess of a host, Mary Hendricks from The Very Merry Life, your new mom friend that soon will feel like an old friend. Twice a week, every week, I want you to come and join me as we cover moments in motherhood, marriage, sex, and more. Some moments worth savoring, others worth surviving, all with a laugh, pep talk, or F-bomb every now and again. I want you to come as you are, but leave the sugarcoating behind because, guys, we know how sweet it already is. So what do you say? Up for picking some daisies?
Happy fucking Monday, Mary Hendricks.
Oh my God.
How are ya?
Good. It's Monday. I'm taking the sheen out of my forehead right now. Everyone that's not looking, I like,
light.
Yeah, the ring light's like making me all look all oily because it's the end of the day. You know?
It is.
Yeah.
You know, anyone listening, Mary and I are both mothers. If you haven't figured that out by now, and it's hard to like carve time out
and do this
for like anything, but then this because we do love doing this.
Yeah.
But man, it's like
I think you and I were burnt out. We were burnt out after like
right.
I think Thanksgiving and then LA, and then I went to London and just like and then holidays. We're burning both ends right now. We're just tired. So I think Katie and I were trying to get on last week. Well, we tried to get on like Monday.
Like I couldn't like make it work.
Yeah, Monday we did, and then we were like, I'm tired. And then Katie was like, me too.
Like just tired.
And then Wednesday came around, same thing. We were both like, a little tired. Friday came around, we're like, yeah. I think you messaged me. You said you fell asleep or something. You're like, shit, we were supposed to get on. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I mean, what is the supplement to like help remember things? It's not. Is it ginkgo or no? What am I saying?
I'm thinking Adderall, but I don't think that's what you're talking. That's not. I mean,
cocaine would be fabulous right now, but it's illegal. I'm a mother now, so
I know. Yeah, we can't do cocaine. No cocaine.
No.
But
no,
be nice.
Actually, I have a nice ice cold water. Mary's drinking tea. Who are we?
I know. Gosh, usually
it's
been a while. It's been a while since I've had like an alcoholic beverage on a podcast.
Yeah.
Usually I have
an edible. I
don't even have an edible in my system this time. I'm too tired. Look at me go.
I know. It's, you know what it is? It's burnout season. Welcome, guys. Welcome to burnout season. Raise your hand if you're burnt out. Here, hi.
Hi, count me in.
I can't believe it's December. Well, this will air in a few days, but it's December 4th today.
I know. Well, actually,
and I'm just like,
I was thinking because you would ask what should we talk about tonight with gifting and it being December. Are you done with presents? Or you're now?
We're done with the kids.
Oh, nice. Okay. What do you do with Bird? Yeah. That's the question. And that's what I was going to bring up because Kevin, I'm going to kill him. He is the type that just will buy what he wants the moment he sees it.
Got it.
And so he got a package and he was like, oh, it's just a new calendar for my desk at work. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? He was like, what? And I'm like, these are like little things that I know you need that I could put in your stocking. And I said, now you're not getting anything.
Anything. Yeah. Now you're fucking canceled.
Yeah, you're done.
Well, here's my thing. You might have a guy that gets whatever he wants. I have a husband that wants for zero. Absolutely. Not a nothing.
See, that's me.
So I'm like, what can I, there's always one. There has to be one in the relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what can I get you? He's like, for the love of God, don't spend a dime on me.
Yeah, that's me.
And I'm like, Bird. Yeah. He's like, please spend no money. I need for nothing. Like he's literally wearing clothing that I bought him years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how about a new pair of jeans? Like, these are great. I'm like, what can I get? Nothing. So every year, guess what I get him? Socks and undies.
Yeah.
Socks and motherfucking undies.
That's actually a good idea. I should do that because I threw out a few pairs of socks when I was folding laundry today. Because Kevin, like, what happens in that? Well, their socks is one thing. He runs a lot, so I get that. But the ball area of his boxers, they're just like it's like friction. I don't know what's going on down there.
Have big balls?
No, but I swear he's got. It's just in his little ball area, but it's just like after a while. And I asked him, I was like, what happens down there, man? He said it's because of running
and chafing. Yeah.
I guess. That's so uncomfortable. I'm so glad we don't have balls.
Could you imagine having an appendage hanging in between your legs?
No.
Ew. Like pregnancy labia was bad enough.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I know. I'm like, that's where my brain just went to. It's like, well, if you got a really long labia, then I guess that would count. But even then.
Yeah. Yeah. No thanks.
No.
Weird.
It's bad enough having my boobs hang off of me.
Right?
That's enough for me.
Yeah, my arms and legs, they are needed, obviously. But yeah, it's just the male anatomy is just not something fun to really look at. How do we transition from gifts to penises? You know what?
Can
This is
you
why I love
not
you.
like if Kev, I told you this, Kev likes to walk around naked when he gets ready for bed at night. And it's so, and I'm like, man.
Does he do the helicopter where he just twirls it around?
No, but instead because he's so like, he doesn't do it to be goofy. He just does it. And he's so like normal with it that he'll like bend, like there was once that he bent down, like we have a laundry basket here and I like looked over and he's bending over for like a sock at the bottom of the laundry basket. So I'm just seeing his asshole and I'm like, whoa, man. He was like, what? And I'm like, dude, that is a part of you that I don't care to ever
never
see.
Nope. No. Mm-mm. Assholes are not pretty anyway, but like male assholes
are just fucking something else.
It's fucking men, what? Ugh. I'm having a visual right now. I've seen plenty of naked people in my life for work and play. And the asshole part of the body is not something I want to look at either.
No. See, I just saw something on TikTok. It was like a video of like a nurse or something. And she like basically, how when people do like two dialogues and it's the same person, but they like switch back and forth between something.
Yeah.
And she's recounting a ER story. And she said, if it starts off with them saying, I fell onto something, they know it's going to be like something crazy up their butt. And this one in particular was a hamster, which is a thing.
Like how? Someone please explain. If you could just have a podcast, guest be like, someone explain how. I mean, I've worked in ERs. I mean, I'm in healthcare, obviously, and I'm in radiology. So X-ray and CT handles that. So I've seen like Coke bottles, shampoo bottles, those like mixers that you mix your own salad dressing. Seen that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, obviously like the typical like, cucumbers, but a fucking hamster, like a live animal in your ass?
Look up Richard Gere gerbil. Apparently there's a theory that Richard Gere had to go to the hospital for a gerbil being up his asshole. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but someone pointed me in that direction and then I went down the rabbit hole of that one. I'll
never see Richard Gere get the same ever again.
I know.
Like I just,
poor guy.
The whole butt play thing, I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah. We're just,
this is probably why we're X-rated on here, but exit only.
Yeah.
It's just, no thanks.
No. Well, actually, we can spin this conversation now into more about hamsters in that I'm trying to figure out if we're getting not about butts and putting it up my butt, but with Cassidy, with gifting. So this is full circle. Look at us. We didn't even plan this
Look at us. We brought it back around.
Cassidy for gifting. So like with gifting this year, I had anxiety like a couple months ago thinking about gifts because we have so much shit. And I'm like, I don't know what to bring in this house that isn't junk, that doesn't make a crap ton of noise, that doesn't have a bunch of pieces that we know we're going to lose. Like I can't deal with it, especially because we have like all those bins and they empty them out sometimes. And then I just like don't know what to do.
Well, the little pieces get me because we have like olders and then young, like obviously Haley and Bren are like the same age. So choking hazards. I know what I need to do is I need to go through the playroom and all their toys and actually really start to like heave ho and donate a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, my boys are transitioning out of like not really playing with toys anymore. And it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad. We have so much, like my 6-year-old, he'll play, but he wants to do with what his older brother is doing, who's 3 years older than him.
Yeah.
So
in that age, and especially with boys, like, cause Cassidy loves imagination, like imaginary play, like she loves that stuff. So I think like we're good with like the little figurines, but then Spencer's ABCs and Haley, she just dumps shit out. She doesn't even do anything. She's actually into baby dolls. So that's like where she's at right now, which is very cute. But with Cassidy, we're doing have you heard of it? The something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read.
Oh, love this.
Yeah. So I'm just doing that for each of the kids from Santa. And then I realized I was like, shit, I should probably have each of the kids buy the other kid buy something to start that tradition. So like, damn it. Now I have to spend more money on that. But
I know.
With the something they want portion for Cassidy, Her
She
birthday is
wanted a
also,
live animal.
well, she wants one. She keeps asking for one, and I wasn't planning on doing that. I had a Nintendo Switch. I think I told you about this. A Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch. I became in possession of one. I think I'm going to give it to my sister or something at this point. But I saw it. Cassidy likes iPads and stuff, but it's obnoxious. I took tablets away 2 months ago. They haven't gotten them back. They have no plans of getting them back at this point. And I was like, well, I'll give her the Nintendo Switch. It's a free thing. Why not? But then I was like, I'll never get her off of it. Like I can try creating restrictions around it, but I know it's going to create more headache because I'm not getting one for Spencer.
And they're going to fight over it. Let me tell you, we only have one.
Yeah.
And it's, any device, if you are listening and your children don't have a device and you're on the fence about getting one, just don't do it.
Don't.
And let me tell you why. Not that it doesn't save me from time to time, but it is impossible to take away because then it's a crutch for us parents.
Yep.
For them, they love it. And they think about it as adults, like how addicting our phones are.
Yep.
Their little brains don't know when to turn it off. Yeah. So,
and I'm not anti-screen time. That's the thing. Like I've talked about it here. I have a TV on mostly all day just because I like the noise myself. I wish it was my shows. Like I can't really put my shows. It used to be my shows where I just like having something playing in the background, but I usually have it on. So I don't mind TV as much, although I am starting to dwindle down on like the YouTube front. Because I feel like all the shit that they watch, like if you go down like the Cocomelon rabbit hole, the way it's all designed to be boom, 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 boom. Like I actually had guessed. Yeah. And I'm putting out this episode. Well, if you guys are listening now, go back an episode because I'm putting it out tomorrow. Yeah. Katie and I are recording on a Monday. Episode coming out tomorrow. I had the media moms on, and they're an account, 2 moms that are PhD doctors in media studies for children. They literally completed like over 10
I follow
years.
them. They're great.
They're great.
Yeah.
I had them on talking about it, and I asked them because I said, I put on, I forget why, I put on the movie Bambi, which if you watch now, it's so sweet. But you and I say that if you try putting that but that on for your kids, no.
Even the Little Mermaid, the version that we have,
nope.
They cannot sit through it. It's not animated enough. It's not bright or colorful enough.
It's not quick enough. Yeah.
It's not quick enough. Yeah. The Cocomelon, I did read a study about that, like maybe even before Bren, that it's like meant to keep them engaged because it's, if you actually count, it's like every 4 to 5 seconds is a different scene.
Well, that's even with even social media because like if you see day-to-day vlogs, they say the magic number to trim your second to, when they're really quick is I think it's either 0.3 or 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's like the magic of how quick each clip is for us to keep going all over. And it's nuts. But I'm trying to even dwindle that back because I'm like, I don't know. I'm over it. So the Switch is out.
Also become, I wouldn't do the Switch if I were you.
And I'm trying to think of what else to do. And she's been asking repeatedly for a hamster. So I'm like,
I feel like that's doable.
It's doable because I could make it cute and like get her. I would get it probably 2 days beforehand and keep it down in the basement where the cat would probably get to it.
I was going to say.
We would keep it somewhere and we would figure it out and then bring it out. Or I would get a cage and say like, we're going to go tomorrow. Like I'll do something where I'll put a bow on a cage. Like I can see it being really cute and really exciting.
Oh, of course. And she'll remember forever.
Yeah. But the hamster portion is what freaks me out because apparently they're nocturnal. And that means at night they're going to be spinning in their little wheel, keeping her awake. Oh, yeah. Not keeping it downstairs. We have a cat. Nope. So that's the second concern. Third thing is apparently the bite, and they don't have long lives. And everyone I know has a horrible hamster story. Everyone does.
So this sounds like a no. What about a hermit crab? That you can get a cute cage. I know they're not cuddly.
They're not cuddly. She wants something cuddly. I know she does. Yeah. She won't care. Kevin even said that. He was like, what about like a fish? And I was like, we already have a fish. I was like, she won't care. She will not give a shit about a fish. And so I'm now thinking guinea pig.
Actually, I love guinea pigs.
I think they're cute. I just don't know how big cute. Their cage needs to be. And that's what concerns me. And I don't know if it's going to stink. And if it stinks, then that's going to put me over the edge.
They do stink. You have to clean their cage. I have a friend that has 2 guinea pigs, but she has like a guinea pig, like corral for them, and it's in her
we're not
playroom.
doing that.
Granted, if Rain ever listens to this, my friend Rain, she has like a really big playroom. She has a beautiful home.
Yeah.
So she has enough space. But I do think that they are a little stinky. You have to just like, cat litter, you have to like clean up their cage and their poop. I know it's hard. We have the cat that is mostly an outdoor cat, and we have the dog, and then we have our in-law's dog, not for too much longer, but we keep saying like once Bailey, our dog of 12 years, passes away, like we probably won't ever get another animal. It's so much work.
Yeah.
Just another mouth to feed. But I know you want to like fulfill her Christmas wish.
I know. Well, that's my thing. I was just like, at this point, I should just get her a freaking puppy. Like,
right?
I'm going to be taking care of it anyway. I'd rather take care of a puppy than
a puppy.
Freaking whatever.
I agree.
I pitched a kitten to Kevin. He was like, no, we're not getting another kitten, considering he just brought the cat to the vet today and spent $330 for a quick little visit. So he was like,
insane.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like pet insurance. I mean, pets are expensive.
I do have pet insurance. I was just thinking about that tonight. And I was like, I think we used to. I've never... we don't need it. And at this point, anything we've ever had emergency-wise, they've never covered. So I'm like, screw this.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, everything's such an expense these days, but I'll be interested to see what you do get her because you're a rock star mama and you always pull through.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know.
I
just want something exciting. Like, cause I want that every kid needs like, that's what the whole want, need, read, wear thing is like. The want is the immediate gratification gift. Every kid needs one immediate gratification gift. The rest can be like good stuff, good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the, need, wear, whatever, and read ones.
Yep.
But the want one is like the big one. And for Haley, I'm doing a scooter. Like a toddler scooter, because I know she really wants one of those.
Yeah.
She doesn't want one. She can't tell me, but I know she would want that. And then Spencer, what am I getting him? Getting him an ABC toy. So it's not going to look all bright and crazy, but
he'll love it.
Yeah. He'll be excited about that. So,
I miss the little kid gifts because now it's like, I want Jordans. I want a cell phone. And I'm like, I'm not ready for this.
I know.
They're still awake. Speaking of iPads, I threw iPads in their faces and I'm like, Mommy has to podcast right now. They're like, what's a podcast? But I mean, Declan, I can still get away with like little kid toys.
Yeah.
Luke, he's over it.
Yeah.
There's no he wants like big ticketed items. He wants a hockey stick. 10? He's going to be 10 in March.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's over
that. So it's like, and he doesn't believe anymore.
Yeah.
So we can kind of be like, Santa's not bringing a lot this year. It's like, but I'm still excited for the season. It's just, this is some of the best core memories that I can think of my childhood. It all revolved around Christmas time or the holidays.
Yeah.
And I think in most mothers want to make it as special as we can be.
Yeah.
My mom made it so special. She really did make it so special. My grandmother did.
Yeah.
And I know there's people that didn't have experiences like that as children and they're making up for it now. And like, it's worth losing your mind over a little bit just to make them happy. I mean, bit.
Yeah. It's not a price thing. I think that's a big thing that everyone gets like really concerned about pricing. And that's why that's why we're doing simple. Like I just want simple, easy, but like well thought out gifts.
I think, say it again, something you want,
something you
need,
something they
something
want,
to wear.
Yep. Something to read.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Eye-Opening Moments podcast are real-life stories of adversity, encounters, and perspectives. They are moments that can lift your spirits, give you some food for thought, or move you. For the introspective mind that likes to reflect, discover, and find solutions or meaning in a complex life, listen to Eye-Opening Moments podcast.
This is so good. I'm going to implement this.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Especially since we've been reading nonstop. Yeah. So if anyone doesn't follow me, go follow me. But we implemented a reading chart that is visual for them.
Good.
It's a huge chart. It's hanging in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's working, Mary. I'm very proud of myself. I had a mom win last week for that, for sure.
Have they read like Harry Potter or watched Harry Potter?
They haven't watched because, they're a little, Luke could probably withstand and sit down. Declan thinks it's scary. And I'm like, it's not scary, but I
Cassidy
would love
thinks
to
it's a
read.
little scary, so that might make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I think if I read it to them, because I'm very animated, I think they would enjoy it. Plus, they do want to go to Universal. We live in Florida. And I'm like, we are not going to
Because that
Universal
could be like a
unless we
reward.
start reading.
Like for every,
Yes.
or if you find books that have movies attached to them afterwards, then you get the movie.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Or you watch the movie beforehand and they read it, which I think is fun too, because then it like kind of puts a character in their head. But
yeah, I mean, I've had friends that are like, oh, you know, be careful what you wish for. Like, we read Harry Potter, and those books are like huge.
I love Harry Potter books. I read them when I was pregnant. Funny enough, I never read them as a kid.
Yeah, I didn't read them all. I can't sit still. I mean, I pants my pants. I actually would love to read a book. I think the next book I am going to read is I don't know if you guys follow Little House No Pee. Bianca, you follow Bianca. Mm-hmm. She's coming out with her book. Yeah. Speaking of books, Mary, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have one.
Mary,
but mine's not anything like what Bianca's putting out or anything.
Oh no, hers is a novel.
Yeah,
like I think it's a spicy novel. Yeah. Where yours is a kid book, right?
Mine's like a kid book, but not like really a kid book. It's like a Although Cassidy's been requesting it read to her every night so far. So
really,
yeah. Well,
I can't
mainly
wait to
because
read it.
she thinks the illustrations are her. So she's like, because she knows I wrote it. So she's like, "Is that me?" Yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. That's totally you." So
what can't you do? Seriously,
a whole
successful
lot and organize the thought. Organize the thought, basically.
Well, yeah.
That's why
we're friends.
I somehow pull it together, but it's a shit show.
By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, it's a shit show. Major shit show. Huge shit show, actually, because it's like, I have no structure in anything, and that's what I'm trying to do for 2024 because I am fairly confident I have ADHD. Like almost 100% confident I have ADHD, which is like,
same.
For a while, I thought it was a superpower. Now it's just becoming
debilitating.
Yeah. Where I'm like,
if I were to turn around and show everyone what I'm looking at right now, everyone would be like, yep, she definitely has issues. I can't keep up the laundry. And I know that is really an ADHD thing because I'm so overwhelmed that I end up shutting down. Mm-hmm. I think that's a lot of it.
Yep.
But
it's procrastination. It's no, not procrastination. It's like, what is something paralysis. I forget what it's called. They have I think it might be called action paralysis or something. I literally went through. I'm going to see if I can actually pull it up. Hold on. ADHD questionnaire to see. Yeah. Because I went through. And
oh my God, I need to do this. I know I'm going to be. It's going to come out positive. I have ADHD. I know I do. Or ADD. Well, I'm a little hyperactive too. So.
Well, I went through when it was like hold on. Let me find it on my other, because I did it and the questions on it. Hold on, ADHD. Do I have ADHD? Google search. Literally recently. Hold on, because I did this questionnaire and it was literally everything was start the assessment. Okay, hold on. Start our short assessment on some random ass site. Okay.
Yeah. Not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, whoever has to officially diagnose you, but we're doing Google MD.
Yeah.
Dr. Google.
No, come on. This is not the. Yes, let's go. Can we start the questionnaire? All I know is that they said something. Hold on. Let's do this one. They said something about like, do you lose your phone often throughout the day? And I was like,
yep,
all the time. Yep. I found my phone in the refrigerator earlier today. I was like, why? Yeah. How did you get there? I don't understand.
I have to ping my watch to find my phone because I have no idea.
So this is why I need a watch. That would be nice. Okay, let's go through this here.
Yeah, let's go through it together.
Who am I seeking care for? Myself. Wait, no, come on. I don't want to fill this out. This is not the same questionnaire that I did. ADHD question, adult woman. Take the quiz today. Adult quiz. I know there was another one. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I think I got this now. I hope this is it. Women. Hold on. How long? Now seeking. What do I go through? Too long, didn't read. Okay, hold on. Okay, here's some. Executive dysfunction symptoms. Motivating yourself for a task is not that you're not interested in is almost impossible.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
You have trouble shutting out distractions when it's time to focus. What's that noise? Am I the only one hearing this? Goodness, why can't he just breathe quietly?
Yep.
Yep. You find it hard to control your impulses and often do things or say things that you regret later. Yes.
Yes.
You have difficulty following directions.
I've learned to quell that though. But that is it's.
Yeah. It wants, you want to do it. You want to do it. That's
Yeah.
me. You have difficulty following directions. Wait, did he say turn right? Blah, blah, blah. That's an example. You struggle with disorganization. Me. You call them doom piles. Yeah.
I'm looking at about 3 of them right now.
Yeah. I mean, you should see my bed right now. It's ridiculous. Did you see this? Here's my bed. Look at it. It's fucking absurd. You have problems with planning ahead and meeting goals.
God,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah. I have to keep, if I don't have my calendar on my phone, forget it. Your working memory leaves something to be desired. Oh no, what did she say her name was? The moment of not understanding blank, blah, blah, what? Okay, I don't understand what that was. But your working memory, basically, your brain just shuts off all the time.
Yeah.
You're perpetually behind in laundry, forever rewashing the same load. You forget to wish a loved one a happy birthday, even when you get a Facebook reminder. You often run late for appointments or miss them completely. Mm-hmm. If you're great at keeping appointments, it's because you're obsessively checking your calendar or setting several reminders. Yes, that's me.
Because you have,
you live in a state of organized chaos. That's what I say all the time.
Organized chaos.
You often zone out of conversations all the time. Literally, while I'm podcasting, it's becoming like such an issue. You struggle to remember details about your friends, like their partner's names or what they do for a living, all the time.
Holy shit, this is spot on.
You talk lots and you talk fast. You tend to interrupt others during conversation or finish their sentences. You and me, basically, when we're podcasting all the time.
That is a big thing between Bird and I. Like, he's like, stop trying to finish my sentence. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I know. Well, that's you and me. That's why I enjoy podcasting with you, because we both do it to each other. You can become obsessed with your interests and hobbies and frequently develop new hobbies.
Yes.
You find it difficult.
Because we can't stick to one thing.
Mm-hmm. You find it difficult to sit when you're expected to, like in work meetings. So you have found discreet ways to move, doodling, playing with your hair, jewelry, leg bouncing, curling your toes inside your shoes, or being the first to offer something from another room. When you're motivated and able to work your way through a to-do list, you overdo it and end up physically exhausted. Yep.
That
wild.
Is me.
Yep. You're a serial binge watcher or an impulse shopper. I'm a serial binge watcher. That's me. And you say yes to everything that sounds interesting in the moment without considering how much time or energy you'll actually have.
Fuck yes, that one.
Yeah.
Talk about burning the candle, right? Because it's a little bit of FOMO. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, I don't want to miss out on anything.
Apparently, emotional dysregulation is also another thing, a part of ADHD. So that's another thing. So you're highly sensitive to rejection, even if it's anticipated or perceived. You're easily offended or sometimes misinterpret feedback as criticism. You get frustrated or angry quickly. You even at seemingly minor inconveniences during an argument. You tend to lash out at others. Your mood can change drastically and often. Yep. Surprising yourself and often as many as others. You spontaneously feel like you're about to cry. Yep. Intense emotions can feel utterly overwhelming to the point of physical pain.
Yeah. I actually just said today, I think all of my anxiety and like whatever's going on, it like goes to my back. Mm-hmm. I carry a lot of my like angst in my back. I really truly believe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's wild. Well, because I'm working with the girl with the period stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking about it and I told her, because I literally have been struggling in getting anything done. And during the week, my hell week, it's even worse. So I'm coming out of that right now. And it was awful. Like it looked like a bomb went off after even.
Especially because you were traveling. It's like coming back and you're like, fuck, like it's just like back to the grind.
Yeah. So it was just like even worse. But I told her, I said, I truly think that I have ADHD. Like I think a lot of people just say that because it has become like a buzzword at this point. But I truly believe it is. And I think throughout being a kid, like going back and thinking about being a kid, and like you would lose homework. Like I would always lose my homework. And
So this is my son Luke, my 9-year-old.
like things would always be missing, or I'd forget about something until the last minute, and my parents would freak out, and just like how I was as a kid, where now I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. But I came up with coping mechanisms throughout to be able to like really succeed. But now as an adult, now I have like a million things on my list. I have no coping mechanisms anymore, where I'm like, it worked for school. Now I need new ones for life, because I don't know if I want to like pursue the medication route, because I've taken Adderall and stuff like that in college, when that was like, I was fucking genius on Adderall, but
it's an amphetamine. I mean, it's a controlled substance.
Yeah. My sleep really sucked on it. My sleep was sucky on it. I wasn't always
come down from Adderall is tough.
I'm an asshole on the come down from Adderall. It's bad.
Yeah, the come down is
so bad. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to necessarily do that. But my other tip off is that if I drink coffee, I can usually get tired. I usually get tired after coffee, which should be my tip off, is that I can take a nap.
Because it was I know. It's the controlled chaos. I really feel like that is my life. It's a controlled chaos. Or like Alex Earl, I'm sure if you guys are listening, you knew who Alex Earl is. She just posted something like, everyone might see my house and say, or my room and say, this is a mess. She goes, but I know what is in each messy pile. Yeah. And I feel like I can resonate with that, because I'm looking at piles of laundry right now, and I know that load of laundry is clean, needs to be put away, but I know what's in there. And like, everything is kind of controlled chaos, but I wish I could be more organized. I think that's a big thing with me. Like, I have a lot going on, and I have a lot going for me, but man, it would be so nice to just have everything organized. And my husband's the same way. We never can find anything. Yeah. Like, we're both like helter skelter, and it's very frustrating because, and I'll say things like, if we were both organized, like, this wouldn't happen. We were looking for something. We were looking for 3M hook tape, like one of those hooks that don't damage the wall. Yeah. I know that we have like the replacement adhesive somewhere in the house. Do we know where? No idea. Yeah. No fucking clue. Yeah. Because every like nook and cranny of this fucking house is a goddamn mess.
Yeah. And then that's overwhelming. It's so overwhelming because I have that. Like, I have moments, usually my weekends are like cleaning wise. And I actually did that today. That's why I like all that shit on my bed. I'm going to give it away because it's not shit. It's actually really good stuff. But I'm going to give it away because I cannot stand more stuff piled in my house. And my mom and dad were over because obviously they watch the kids and whatnot. But my mom was talking to me. She saw all the boxes piled in my dining room because of like collaborations and small businesses. Well, I was like
PR,
PR packages. PR and I just schlep it in there. And she's like, Mary, you really should like create an area, storage area, like a office of some sort. And I was like, that's what I would like to do. I would like to create an office and like put it all somewhere, but
But how great that you're going to give it away to someone. I mean, someone else is going to really love that stuff. And it's nice stuff. You're talking about the stories you posted today?
Yeah. It's all like plant therapy.
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
really cool
giveaway's
stuff.
over if you're listening to it at this point, but I'll hopefully do more because I get stuff all the time. But it's like all plant therapy and like little small business stuff that they give me. Like I got knitted stuff and I'm like, I don't need it. I take a lot of this stuff, especially the small business stuff, to share it tangibly, but then I don't usually need it.
Of course.
So I'm like, I'd rather give it to someone else. So
that's good. Yeah. And it's not like you're just throwing it away and having it put into some, garbage dump. It's being, recycled in a way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also, I have to say that as we're cutting each other off, I'm going to laugh about that now. Your hair looks freaking fab. I didn't talk about it because it looks so natural.
Well,
I know you're naturally like more of a, you're more of a ginger naturally, but they did it. They colored it back and it looks.
She did. I was like, let's get back to my roots. When she first did it, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. Like it was like that deep ruby red. And I was like, fuck, this might be my alter ego, but it's a glaze. So it washes out, but I don't know. Like,
it looks
I
good.
really think I'm liking it. I was blonde for maybe 7, 8 years. And now it's back. I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Well, it's like
Thank
me
you for
because I was even doing like, look at you guys can't see this. Yeah. Look at my stories. Look at this is my natural.
Yeah.
Hair. Because
you're like a dirty blonde kind of. Because that's not too dark.
It's not too dark, but it's definitely darker. And I'm like, maybe I'd do that again. But then I'm like, no. I don't know. I think I'm a
blonde looks good on you. I feel like blonde really suits you.
I think it brightens me. And anytime I've ever done dark, then I'm like, I like it because like you said, when you first get your hair done, you have like your alter ego.
Yeah. I'm
and
like,
it lasts for a little bit. And then eventually for me, it fades out. And then I'm like, I'm not feeling this anymore. So.
Well, now it's fading out. I'm like, shit, you know, like, but I am more of a redhead. So.
That looks natural now.
Great.
That looks like that was naturally coming out of your head.
Natural. And I mean, people are like, you look younger. And you know what, Mary? I'll take that any day, considering that I'm coming up to the 2024. I will be turning the big 40.
When's your birthday?
Can you believe
August.
that?
August.
I feel like
right?
August 15th.
That's right.
Leo season. Whoop, whoop.
All right. I'm coming down to celebrate then.
Yes. Oh, no. I'm going to have a huge fucking party. So you're invited.
I'm coming.
Mary Hendricks, you and Kev are invited. Or whoever you want to bring.
We're coming. We need to
definitely
plan
have to
another
Kim.
get together. We were just saying that, but
we got to bring Kim and we have to bring Michelle. She is a must for every single girl trip.
Yes.
I fucking love her.
I know. She's great.
I know. Mary and I were actually, I want to poll you guys. Like, where should Mary and I go? And I know that you did have a lot of followers that wanted to like meet up in LA, but we just couldn't make it happen. It was such a short trip.
I had a lot who've listened to this podcast that messaged me afterwards and said, please come to Nashville, because they'd listened and they're like, please do Nashville, because we had mentioned Nashville. So that's an option in March.
I've been to Nashville now 3 times.
It's in March. I think the Mom 2.0 Connect thing is either happening in March or April. We should look.
I told
Angela, because I told Angela, my brand manager's name is Angela, and she's so fucking awesome. But I
the
told her,
sweetest and most beautiful. Oh my
so
God.
Gorgeous.
Like, literally perfect.
But I told her, I was like, we're going to get an Airbnb. And she was like, okay. She's like, absolutely. That's what's happening.
Yes.
You are coming now. And she said that there's no choice as to whether or not you're going. Because I think she was planning on going for business anyhow. But now.
Yeah. You let me know when I'm there.
Forced. Okay. We're going to figure it out.
Nashville. I call it Nash Vegas. That place is woo. Mm-hmm. Talk about lights out. Yeah. It would be fun.
I know.
I'll take a trip wherever. You know me. I'm just looking for an excuse to get the fuck out.
Hey, I know. There's no baby train. Also, lots of you are speculating that there's a baby going on. There's no baby train over here after London.
Well, I know you were ovulating while you were in London.
Yeah, Kev shut that down.
We talk about.
You shut that down so hard. But I tried also so hard. And that's how I know that ovulation was happening, because I am
a hornbag.
A hornbag who really wants to get knocked up.
Yeah.
Specifically during that week. Even though, and then afterwards, after it's done, and ovulation's done, because all of a sudden you're like, that's a fucking terrible idea. You're like, we're not doing that. It's like all of a sudden it's like a fog. You're like euphoric. It's like a rosy.
Well, it's hormonal.
Yeah, it's hormonal. Like rosy totally retrospection. I think that's what they call it during the ovulation phase, where everything is like, oh, the kids are so sweet. And then we get home to Spencer freaking out, having a stage 5.
And Haley has a black eye.
Black eye. Oh my God. Came home to the kids like beaten to a pulp. And I'm like, oh, geez. Not really. Not really. They were just.
Yeah, they're kids.
They were kids. Haley, twice. Second day that we were in London, my mom FaceTimed us with her and a giant bandage on her forehead, because I guess she bent down to pick up a toy and it was right next to the drawer that she pulled out the toy from. So it was right on the corner of the drawer, and it just went in. Oops. And it was just a tiny little cut, but my mom said it bled everywhere. And she said, all of a sudden I'm looking over and she's like covered in blood. And she said, I'm then covered in blood. She's covered in blood. She's freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm calling for your dad, because I'm like, oh my God. And then it stopped. And she said it was just a head wound that like went nuts.
Oh, they bleed. The head bleeds so much. But I wonder if your parents will ever take the kids for that long again.
No, Kevin got invited back to London next year.
Oh,
and they came over. And okay, well, here's the real kicker. My mom, after we got home, my mom was definitely like worn down, and she had a bad cough before she took over the kids, but she was fine. She just had a cough that she was getting over. We came home, the cough was still going on. And so after we brought the kids home and whatever, we came back for Thanksgiving the next day, and she was just, you could tell she didn't feel good. And she was like, my legs are sore. She's like, I'm sore. She said, I'm sore. You could tell like when their shoulders are a little bit more hunched, like when you're not feeling good. And she's like, I think I'm just worn down with the kids. Like, finally, it's like realizing that it was a lot. And she was like, whatever. She has pneumonia.
Oh my God.
So she was like parenting my kids with pneumonia while we were gone. So she came over on Sunday when we got our Christmas tree, and my dad and her were sitting there, and Kevin was like, yeah, I got invited back to London, Mom. And she was like, don't ask me to watch your kid. I'm like, Kevin, not the right time.
Yeah, not the right time.
Not the right
time. Too soon.
Way too soon. But yeah, I told him, I was like, well, I'll bring the kids with us at this point. But
I mean, at that point, right, Haley will be almost, 2.5, right? Is it same
year.
Like conference?
Yeah, next year. So she'd be closer to 3.
Well, I'm flying home for New Year's, and it's just, I'm riding solo, me and the 3 kids on an airplane, and the boys are easy. It's Bryn. Oh my God.
Wait, you're going to be in New York? I should come and meet you somewhere.
We should do a city day and meet in the city. I know it's far for you. Or I could even come to Jersey.
No, I'll go to the city. My sister's in the city. It gives me an excuse to go to the city. I'd go.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
No pressure, because I know you're seeing family. That's exciting.
Oh my gosh. It's exciting. I know. I just, I'm homesick. I need to get home.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like the holidays. I live on the surface of the sun, and yes, it's paradise here. But this time of year is like, I want to be where the cold is, and I want to feel like it's Christmas. And, it's 85 degrees and sunny and beautiful out every day. And I'm just like, this is great. But, it's like, Groundhog's Day. It's beautiful every day. Sometimes I wish for a rainy day. I know that people are probably listening, and they're like in negative 40-degree weather right now. Yeah. And they're probably like, fuck you, Katie. But it's just how I feel. So my mom and dad were like, we're flying you guys in. So good. I'm excited. We'll be there for New Year's. Yeah. Good. Really excited.
Yay.
Super excited.
Good.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. No, this is the only time of year that I want like cold. So
yeah. Then bye. Yeah.
Then it's done. Then I'm going to come and take a trip and see you.
Yes. Come join the controlled chaos in this house. Maybe you can come and help me do my laundry.
Yeah. Can you imagine? We would like come down with the idea, and then Bird would walk in. We're both like, none of it's done. We're just like, we're distracted. Got distracted there.
Yeah, a little distracted. Just us ADHD girls. Here we go.
I know. If I come up with any solutions for the ADHD, I'll let you know. But so far, it's just
we're just winging it. And I think that's
hoping for the best.
Sometimes the best part of it. Also, we give ourselves a lot of grace. And I think anyone listening, if you struggle with the same things that we struggle with, even if you don't, give yourself some grace. Pat yourself on the back. Yeah. The shit's hard. Life is hard. Motherhood's hard.
All of it's hard.
And we got to just do what is right for us. And sometimes if saying fuck it to the laundry is the right thing to do, then do it. I say fuck it every day. That's why the laundry is always piled.
I don't fold it anymore. That's my solution. Don't fold laundry anymore. I fold Kevin and I's, but not the kids. I just toss it in a basket, and I'm like, you guys are going to pull it out of your drawer anyway and get it all wrinkly. So shit.
It's insane.
And if it's extra wrinkly, then I'll throw it in the wrinkle release right before they have to go to school. Easy.
Exactly.
So
it's my life every morning.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, we'll keep it nice and short, guys. We're gonna get better about doing Katie's Corner every other week, and then we're gonna figure out what the New Year's gonna look like, especially with the podcast. Because I think if you're hearing this, I'm probably gonna take like a little bit of a 2-week like break or 3-week for.
I think you did that too around the New Year last year, right?
Yeah, like something just that ended something like to chill. That way I can replan the New Year and what our plans are. Because we love Katie, and
we will see the future's bright.
What the guests are doing. So, but
our future plan, Mary and I would like to tour the country.
Yeah.
And just be our little comedic act. Yeah. We can do it. Let's just manifest the shit out of it.
We'll be the next.
Who would come?
We'll be the next cat and Nat. Yeah. Everyone's coming. We're just gonna sit. I wouldn't feel comfortable sitting on stage though. I'd just sit with everyone else.
Exactly.
So,
well, we're excited to have everyone here just listening. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you. All right.
Bye, guys.
Another episode down. Thank you all so much for listening. If you loved today's episode, I would be so appreciative if you would leave a rating and review. I cannot begin to tell you how much those mean to me, but also how much they help me get in front of more eyes and more ears. As always, be sure to check back every Tuesday and Friday for a new episode, whether it's an episode with me and my husband, me and Katie, or just another incredible, amazing guest. Stay tuned for more honest, real, raw chit-chat. And hey, do me a favor before you go. Remind yourself, how amazing you are, how enough you are, how special you are. And boy, oh boy, I sure am glad to have you here. Thanks, friend.